Hello and welcome to your CFR Freight News. In your Freight News articles for this week, SA's business confidence remains unchanged, SAA and Kenya Airways aimed for a formidable Pan-African airline, and last week's top stories. Links to the articles down below.
In your Airfreight trade brief for this week, please note due to flight information changing daily, the below info is currently what we have on hand and can be confirmed with the Airfreight team for exports and imports. On the export news side, the below updates were based on information received last week. But Air Cargo have resumed their Mauritius service effective 21 November. The frequency is on a day 2, 4 and 6. Lufthansa have added additional flights ex Cape Town to Munich on a day 1, 6 and 7. Etihad will now only start their PAX flights ex Cape Town on 11 December and the flight will be via Joburg. Rwanda Air will increase their frequency ex Joburg to daily and added a third day ex Cape Town on a day 3 effective 1 December. SAA will remove Maputo lane from 1 December. On the import side, for Hong Kong, with the suspension of passenger flights to South Africa on majority of carriers, we have been informed that Emirates have suspended inbound flights to South Africa until further notice. The effect of the suspension impacts the current consul from Hong Kong to Joburg. Our partnership Co-Transport Hong Kong is exploring alternative carrier solutions. Further information will follow once on hand. For Shanghai, current solutions ex-Shanghai to Johannesburg remain operational with no indication from the carrier on suspension of flights. Available capacity with the carrier will unfortunately decrease as a result and the market will face an increase in rates. For London Heathrow, Virgin Atlantic provided confirmation on Friday that their services will remain uninterrupted for the moment. Flight departures over the weekend will operate as usual and information will be provided to the market should the situation change. As always, selected global national holidays for the upcoming week can be found below.
And for your ocean trade brief, in the North American region, there have been no improvements in the USA as challenges to cargo and container movements across the country continue. High levels of congestion in terminals and CFSs remain, as well as severely constrained vessel capacity and congestion. In the Latin American region, capacity remains severely constrained out of Brazil into South Africa. The next planned vessel for South Africa is the Polonia in week 49. Thereafter, first available sailings will be in mid-January of 2022. In the UK, Northwest Continent and Mediterranean region, erratic scheduling and constrained vessel capacity continue to negatively impact container loadings and cargo transit times. On both inbound and outbound services, we have been advised by shipping lines that the vessels are overcommitted, and this has resulted in rolled containers and delayed transshipments. Peak season surcharges have been applied to services from Belgium and France, as well as services via our Antwerp transshipment hub. This surcharge is relative to the PSS as announced by carriers in October for services from Europe. In the Asia-Pacific region, carrier capacity remains at a premium out of this region, with carrier schedule changes, vessel delays, and blank sailings. Possible delays are anticipated out of major transshipment hubs in this region. Carriers One Line, COSCO, PIL, and Hapag-Lloyd have a blank sailing in week 48 out of Chinese ports, and Carrier One Line has announced a temporary suspension of feeder vessels in South China for Chinese New Year. For more information, please see the links down below.
Thank you for watching CFR Freight News. We'll see you again next week.